Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we fight the divinity in every run. So, something that's been on my mind recently that I guess I wanted to talk about here that's just of interest, and maybe some other people have experience with it, is radon testing. This is something that came to my attention recently in that I own a house, and as far as I'm aware, when we first acquired the house, I don't believe any radon testing was performed on it. Now, why am I suddenly concerned about radon? It's a noble gas, right? There's a lot going on. Why did that matter? It's largely because it's. Is this going to be informative? I suppose so. It is the leading cause of lung cancer in folks who are non-smokers, and it's very interesting to me in that I've never really thought too terribly much about it. It's not even something I really knew I should be aware of. But it recently came up because I noticed that, well, I saw the news that some people had some, I don't know, some CEOs or something died to radon, essentially, radon based lung cancer. And I was just thinking to myself, like, how do you make sure that doesn't happen to you? Because you can't, it's odorless, it's colorless, you don't notice it, it doesn't smell like anything. Like, it's tough. So apparently there are test kits you can get that can do this whole business, and I'm thinking about getting one. And I did look up my local, what is it? They had like a heat map essentially online for zip codes in the United States and the relative expected levels of radon on each. And in the zone that I'm in, it's very low because I'm coastal and there's just not a lot of really opportunity for it to develop and sort of linger. The other thing is I don't have a basement, which matters. If you have a basement, that tends to be a much bigger factor in general to susceptibility to radon. So, because it can pool, right? It's interesting. So, in this particular context, I don't think I'm really at risk. I don't think my SO and I are, but it would be nice to know, right? And I'm debating if I should get one of those like long term tests that kind of just constantly checks for it versus something that is more short term and just basically gives me a one and done, feels good or feels bad, maybe, depending. Either way, it's something that came up to me, and I'm just like, man, suddenly I'm thinking about how to resolve this. Very strange. Anyway, that's my intro for the day. Very strange, me talking about radon. Not something I ever really expected to bring up in one of these, but it was on my mind, so here you go. Ah, the world looks broken here because I have played Pathogens most recently. But we're currently on a 259 win streak. We had what was what was the champion? Do I remember? Oh yeah, it was Marshllord, right? I remember this because it was actually a pretty tough Marshllord 3 run. We had a Shadow Siege infused Bog Chrysalis, no multi-strike. Trader's Quill actually did a lot of just so much work, and that combined with Ember Cache to recreate a number of essentially machine gun etch. I think, what did I end up calling that episode? Shotgun etching or something? I don't know. Anyway, it was very important that I had both Trader's Quill and Ember Cache in order to help out with this. We also had a very useful and relevant Decay Decoy Serrated Mandibles kind of setup, which resulted in a ton of Reap being applied as needed. Pretty tough run. The Endless Egg was good, but it's also not as good as I think it could have been, right? We were obviously hoping for something with multi-strike on there, especially with such a defensive infusion as Shadow Siege, but it is what it is. Regardless, that does swing us around back to Prince, which is fine, I suppose, so may as well enjoy that. And yeah, that's all I've got for you. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and see what we come up with today. Let's do it. Click the button. Incredible. Alright, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing okay. I think I maybe mentioned this in a couple videos, vaguely, but I haven't really done an intro on it, but I am going to be going on a vacation. By the time that you're seeing this episode, it's actually a work business trip. That's not a vacation, quite explicitly. But by the time you're seeing this episode, that will actually have already happened. So, but in my time, I am trying desperately to record a lot of Monster Train so that I can have a whole week for you all without interruptions. The things I do for the channel. Anyway, hopefully you're all doing great as well. Let's play some Monster Train. Today we are default Hellhorned, Exile, Wurmkin. It's a good combo, double pings, big fan, always like that, so nothing wrong there. We're facing Double Barrel Daedalus, Rage Arcus, Sap Seraph, nothing too dicey here. Hornbreak, Echo Transfer, Branding Right, all good cards, right? A strong ping in Hornbreak. Now granted, we have the pings from our opener, so I don't mind that much. It's also not purple if we end up down that path, but we'll see. Regardless, Hornbreak is good. You pretty much only want to put a plus 10 in this, and it's already awesome. The fact that it's so low opportunity cost to make it extremely relevant is fantastic. So, big fan of that. Branding Right is good. It's a good defensive card. It might become really relevant to the run. Hard to say, but I'm always happy to see it in my opener because it at least feels functional. And then Echo Transfer is fantastic offensive scaling, so that's good. All good stuff. Echo Transfer's biggest weakness here is going to be purple generation, so we'll have to think about that a little bit. Regardless, let's see, click the button. All right, temples today are on 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8, so 5 temples, quite backloaded as well, which is nice. The Hellvent on 8 is on magic side, nothing otherwise too exciting here. Removal dupe money on 7. Cool, competes with the trinket shop, so no normal shops there. Interesting. Then we have Magic and Steel on 6. Steel has the Vortex. Magic has a Horde, no Cave. We have a Cave, however, on 5 with the Magic Shop. There is a removal Steel Shop, however, which I quite like. Could take the money in the middle here in anticipation of the Trinket Shop a few rings later. We'll see. It's a little premature, but you never know. It could matter. Then you have Steel Shop, no Magic on 4, which does mean we get double Magics early, and we do. There is a Hellhorn Banner Vortex Horde, which is quite powerful, actually, if we want that banner. But if we need the Steel Shop, we need the Steel Shop, right? So, it is what it is. Now, we do, as I said before, get double Magics early. A lot of banner like versatility here, right? Steel Shop on 2 has Wurmkin. Magic Shop on 3 has another Wurmkin. There is a Hellhorn banner with the Magic Shop on 2 if we need that. My opinion is if you're going to go to the Magic Shop on 2, you pretty much always need to have 1 option for a unit and 2, something you want to hold over. Echo Transfer is okay for this, but something like Vent is a lot more impressive when you have it held over. So, regardless, pretty decent node generation. So, it's Prince. We'll look at the Horde first. Gurg's Goad. Now, this is a tough one because we're also shown Forever Flame. Gurg's Goad is multi-strike answered. Now, however, Wurmkin is classically extremely expensive unit-wise, and if we end up on imps, then we're actually going to be very excited to have free imps too. So Forever Flame is actually awesome here. Now, the main thing that gives me pause is actually the likelihood that we see double Wurmkin banners, right? Now, we could, of course, roll into, I don't know, multi-striking something or other, and we like an Apex Imp, and we'll feel bad. This is a very tough decision, but I think because of the node generation and the direction we're heading, I really like the Forever Flame here. I don't think I've skipped Gurg's Goad in a long time, even prospectively like this, but just because of the node generation, I really think this is a smart play. Now, that said, answering multi-strike is hyper important, right? Super mission critical. We could potentially solve Ember in other ways. You see, I'm actually convincing myself into the Gurg's Goad. The problem is, I really don't see myself going to this Hellhorn banner. I just really don't think we're going to go that route. Yeah, I mean, I could draft Event here and then see a holdover and a plus 30 and really pop off, but there's so many ifs there that it's just really hard to say that that's a good idea. I haven't had this difficult of an opening relic in quite a while. This is a very tough decision that will completely shape this run. Solving multi-strike is mission critical. We can at least guarantee we see demons, right? There's 2 demon banners, basically. And you're always going to see demons from them because you have... It's Hellhorned, right? That's the whole thing. They're all demons. All of them, actually. Right? Branded Warrior, Horned Warrior, Steelworker, Railbeater, Alpha Fiend, Demon. Yeah, literally all of them are demons. So any Hellhorned banner you go to will find something from this. It's very difficult to say. I think Man, that's so tough. It's so tough because there are so many units that really benefit from -2. You could do some real nasty keeper shenanigans with this. But the important takeaway is that that floor still sucks. And this run is awful if I miss multi-strike. The run has shown me multi-strike. I think I've convinced myself. I think I should respect it and take multi-strike. So Gurg's Goad it is. Now give me Wrathful. Okay, great. Actually, a good roll here. I kind of wanted Wrathful on this one because with the multi-striking demons, I would like a decent frontliner, and Prince is definitely a decent frontliner. He won't hold on for the whole run, right? He's not that good, but he will at least get the job done in a meaningful way for now. Great. Okay, now I could self-ping twice and take the I think I like this. Self-ping twice, and then we go ahead and Echo Transfer in front, and he's going to get armor generated from this, which is great. We will work on getting money and stuff. Cool. He should slay here, right? He totally does. Let's take the branding right here. It's good. We'll ping out one of these guys, I think. Great. Sure. We'll then ping out another guy. We get the kill. It's good. I think if I self-ping, I get the slay here. Ah, yes, perfect. Good, we're golden. All right, we're out of this combat. We got everything. Fantastic news. Good job. Definitely winning with that branding right. It's simply too much damage for the enemy to handle. Oh, look, I can even do more. Wow, he hits once and then dies. That's pretty impressive. Cool. All right, moving on. We do see Event. Okay, seeing Event is pretty good. I think it's the right pick here, too, against Hidden Passage and Fortify. I like this Vent. It's a good 10 and piercing target, good 30 damage target. It justifies going to this magic shop as well, which means I feel better about it, about the Gurg's Goad take. We'll take the Vent, yeah. Shelter, Bogfly. Unfortunately, Echo Transfer didn't roll purple here, or I might have still grabbed it. Shelter's not bad. I think I'll grab it over the Bogfly. It's at least useful, in my opinion. And with the Gurg's Goad, I will go left here, yeah. All right, give me a holdover. Remove Consume is not it. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty trashy, right? Demon Fiend Branded Warrior. We'll still take the Branded Warrior. It's something, I guess. We get a plus 30 at least, so if I roll into a... what's it called? A holdover, we're sitting pretty. I'm going to 20 consume a torch while I'm here. I'll -1. Honestly, the branding right. I don't see this being super core to my run, but getting it down to 0 cost is high value. Alright, I mean, the game gives me holdover plus 30 vent, which is really good, right? Really good. Yeah, we have everything, so I will purchase holdover plus 30 vent. That's great. Then we get another plus 20 consume torch. I'm going to take a -1 into branding right. That's a good X5 target, for the record, although I think I would probably X1 the vent, maybe, but intrinsic, no. Alright, I feel pretty good about this. Honestly, the fact that I actually connected that vent while calling the shot before even drafting anything is pretty decent. Now, Gurg's Goad did not pay out the way we wanted. We got some trashy banner unit, but you can't win them all, right? We ended up with a plus 30 holdover event. That's pretty awesome. Moving on from here. I can conveniently, easily take this. I have so many pings, so many answers to this. Not worried about it at all. Great job. Cool. I am going to pop the friend, the conduit, just in case I draw terribly here. It's pretty nice. It gets me a slay as well, which is good. Definitely keep respecting downstairs. We'll kill this big scary friend. Alright, we're hanging out. It's good. This is perfect top floor because we get the slay, but we also get the other slay. Let's do the same thing again, right? It's a lot of damage coming in, but that's okay. We get rage and everything. It's good. Now, I think I want to stop the 9 damage coming in because it also lets me get a shelter for something. And we're going to work as well on the guy downstairs, of course. Fine. I think we pretty convincingly win this. I'm not really afraid at all. Push some damage into the boss. I mean, the truth is, 9, 5, 14, like, it's actually a decent play to leave the clergyman alive. And the only reason I'm not going to is because I think it is worth way more to slam the vent for 30. But it's a consideration. Just hit him with the vent. Easy. Alright, we get out. Branded Warrior is not doing a lot here, but maybe we see something better. Ritual of Battle. It's purple. It's Ritual of Battle. It's a -2 target. We'll take it. Purple Shelter as well is nice. If we don't end up on like a Steelworker line, we will need to survive somehow. I think shelters can be an angle there. Bounding Echoes connects with the Echo Transfers, which is nice, admittedly. But Bounding Echoes is probably pretty good here, huh? Let's take it. I think it's actually better thinking about it. Yeah, look at that. We get double demons, and they're all trash. Alpha Fiend, Demon Fiend. Incredible. Kinhost Vessel. I mean, I don't think I take any of these guys. Big problems here, though. How do we feel about Daedalus? Alpha Fiend might be a necessary pickup for Daedalus. A Demon Fiend, I mean, would be fantastic. But again, he's unplayable. Reminder that Forever Flame makes Demon Fiend nuts. So, we didn't take that. Now, I'm going to take Alpha Fiend. I don't like this, but I think I do need to take something here. I am going to go to this magic shop. I think it's good. We definitely have nothing we want to dupe. Our units are pretty rough. Branded Warrior is not the worst, but he's also pretty bad, if I'm being honest with you. Another holdover. Interesting. I'm going to take this Horde. Queen's Tail, but we didn't draft any imps. Literally saw no imps, so that's exciting. It's true. We could still see imps, but Volatile Gauge is not good, but interesting. There's an honorable shout out here to Volatile Gauge in making rituals cheaper and it not affecting my vent, but it hurts everything else. How about wing clippings? I kind of don't want to keep my 20 consumed torches, but they're not terrible if they end up sticking around. We could take a Queen's Impling because it makes something like, what, Impish Scholar free? It's true. I already have some 20 consumes, though. Makes, you know, Transcend Imp pretty good, but we don't have a great Transcend Imp target, is the thing, right? If we had Queen's Implings, this would be very different, but we don't. These are pretty weak, I'll be honest with you. Wing Clippings might do something meaningful. Queen's Tail is fully perspective, and we've already missed all the best options. Volatile Gauge I do not think is really worth considering here. I'll take the Wing Clippings because I think it's worth more than 25 gold to me, but not by a lot. And we do have a good X5 target in the branding right, so let's go ahead and go to the cave real fast first. See what we hit. Umbra Draft? Awoken Draft? Trample wouldn't be bad. I'll take the Trample look. Yeah, I didn't get anything good. Shroud Mitosis, Shroud Spike. I mean, both these are unusable entirely. We have no morsel generation. Blazing Bolts is functional, but we don't have the upgrades to make me interested in it. So we skip it. Totally. Bummer, but it is what it is. Look at the banner. Okay, Carver is an actual unit. Carver is also an actual infusion, so that's reasonable. I think we have to take the Carver. First of Kin's not bad, by the way, but we already have a multi-strike, so it is what it is. Now, that also tells you that you desperately want to solve for purples, right? We want to generate purples. Things like Bounding Echo suddenly become very attractive. So, now if I re-roll here, what am I looking for? What would the pickup be? I don't think there's a good holdover. I think we want a -1/-1 this ritual to make it playable. As much as I would love nothing more than to hold out for a -2, I think it is too ambitious. I think we must -1/-1 this. If we get a normal +10, I'm putting it into the horn breaks, but we don't necessarily guarantee it. Reroll this. Goodbye, holdover. Well, we do see it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make Ritual 1 cost. And I'm going to go ahead and make a horn break do 30 damage. We've spent literally all of our money. Now, fortunately, there is money on the side with the steel shot, but we have spent a lot, so it is what it is. I think we best Daedalus, thanks to the random Alpha Fiend, but, you know, it is what it is. Is Prince better than Shard Soul Carver? Almost certainly, right? Also, it helps that we have him on this turn, so I think this is worthwhile. We will just ping out random stuff when it becomes available. Yes, double barrel Daedalus. We're going to go ahead and pop that 30 damage take there, for sure. You want to just drop Carver in? He kind of gets punched, but he does beat something at least, so that's nice. How you doing upstairs? Alright, he stays ahead. We're going to go ahead and torch out 9x2 buddy there. That's really important. I think there's a good argument... Well, he's dead, actually, so... You know, fair enough. Interesting. I could self-ping here, which is not necessary. I guess I could also just play the Alpha Fiend. Yeah, he just kind of punches a guy. I'm good with that. This is fine. It's fine. Alpha Fiend, he's doing his best work. He's probably not long for the world, if I'm being real with you. But that's okay. We'll play out the train steward downstairs. I think we do want to kill the double bomb back there. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then... We do get double slays from Branded Warrior, which I actually quite like here. So let's go ahead and pop the one downstairs and let this ride. Yeah, now my hope... Alright, thank you, Torch, for killing this here. We get double slays. I get a Ritual of Battle upstairs. Thank goodness. We're looking pretty decent down there. I'm going to go ahead and let... I'm going to go ahead and let these two small units ride. They bring up Prince's Rage. He generates armor on them, and we generate rage on them. So, with that in mind... Just shoot the boss, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. Now, poor Alpha Fiend never actually swings here, but that, I think, is okay. We'll just push numbers. I'm going to go ahead and play the Echo Transfer upstairs. We're a little flimsy, I'll admit. So, it's not easy to say what is correct here, but it's alright. I think we'll be okay. Branding right helps a truckload. Okay, great job. And then we just shoot the boss a few times and we get out. I think the Demon Fiend did help. We make it out of this, right? Yeah, we do. Whew, it actually, you know, not obvious, but we do get out. Branded Warrior doing acceptably. Now, we could see something great here, right? Great in the sense of Steelworker would be cool. I would take a Steelworker angle here. What else? We don't have imps, so I can just take space at some point and jam two things behind Prince and hope for the best. But with double Steelworkers, I think we could make it work. Railbeater would be a great pickup here, too. He's one of the literal best choices for Gurg's Goad. Is Echoes of the Past good? I think so. I think so. Yeah, we'll take it. It's a good pickup. It's also purple. Wow, Alpha Fiend, Bog Deep Cocoon, Bog Chrysalis. No good stuff here. I'm going to sell these units. It's not great. Okay. All bad units. I think drawing cards is going to be the most important thing we could pick up here, because I want to see the vent, and I want to connect some of these other cards pretty well. I also don't think we're that Ember sensitive. Alpha Fiend's not actually important. He's kind of just helping. I think draw. It's going to be draw space, I think, is the play. We don't have a lot of money. Even with the boons, I can't re-roll here. I'm going to go right. Look at this Hellhorned banner for one last go. Oh, man, Railbeater. Let me tell you what. I'm happy to see you, champ. Oh, I'm happy to see Railbeater. He's in. Okay. Now, that means our whole business is now suddenly, look at that, -2, immediately punished for upgrading Ritual, but there's no way we could have known. This could just as easily have been any of the other ones, so just, it's one of those just hashtag deal with it, I think. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, Horde today says, ooh, Resonant Shard. Yeah, okay. Alright, you see what's cooking for me, right? My plan is... Now, whether it's now or on Ring 6, my plan is Branded Warrior into Rail Beater, and we dumpster Shard Soul Carver and Alpha Fiend. That is what I'm looking at. And then we make 2 of them on the floor, and then any of them that slay will generate rage, and we have rituals, and we have at least enough durability that I don't feel like we're going to die. Although branding right is not a great solution to this. We're going to need to work on defense somehow. Like, we don't have enough, to be clear. Without, like, Shard Soul Carver propping us up, there's always the option of Carver infused into Rail Beater instead of Branded Warrior. Problem, of course, being space. Then I have to, what? Skip Prince on the floor? Or find a Tiny Stone? Somehow? It's not impossible. Where are my steel shops? So I miss one opportunity on Ring 4. Ring 5 is a good steel shop. It's fine. Removal dupe here. I miss one on Ring 7 as well. Or Ring 7. So essentially, if I'm... Removal dupe is probably correct, but I could potentially go hunting. It's interesting. I actually don't think it's very likely we see... Even more so than usual, it's less likely that we see a Tiny Stone. I don't think it's right to plan around it. It would be nice. Generate some value there. I'd have to hit a multi-strike in a shop. 6 hits would be necessary. Then it would work. Other thing that leans me a little bit more towards Branded Warriors, we do have the Resonant Shard. Something like Light Skips could help with this too. Vent will help as well, clearing out backlines. I actually think we'll be okay as long as we hover around 100 shards. It's a great example of a run that I'm leery about at 200. So I think it is cut Alpha Fiend for sure. He's got to go. We have too cluttered of a Ring 4 right now. Now, Carver is still pretty tempting, but I think Branded Warrior is better. So I'm going to drop Carver here. Well, I could drop... He's actually probably okay to keep. I'm going to drop Train Steward. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Dark Forge here. We are going Wrathful too. I want to have a tanker here. Or, you know, something of a tanker. I could also just skip these cards, right? This -2 is not that impactful for me. I don't have to do my infusion right now. I can save it for Ring 6, and it's okay. Because another thing you can do is you can do Branded Warrior behind Shard Soul Carver, right? And that can be a decent bottom floor, while Prince plus Rail Beater boosted by Echoes can get up on top and win. I think we're going to hang out at 40 shards here. It's a great example of a run where I just don't feel good about the high shard prospects. So, let's move. Yeah. You know, Trainwreck here would be pretty tough. Clipped Tormentors. I don't love the spikes, but I do have the armor on Rail Beater, so I think I might be able to get away with this. It does mean Branded Warrior is basically passing away on turn 1. What could they show me that would be awesome here? Trying to think. There's really not that many great hits at this point, right? Yeah, let's see. Porcupine. She's already got spikes, is the thing. And then what else could be true about all this? Already got spikes. A curse is coming in. I'm a little leery about this spikes trial is the thing. I think I'm going to turn it off. I don't think there's enough stuff that they could show me that would be that impactful. Obviously, you know, Free Relic is great. A lot of good things, but we have a decent top floor here. It's fine. We'll play it out. Prince gets the buff. I'm going to go ahead and pop. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and pop the curse guy. I think it's better than the alternatives. Let's get some rage moving here. I like that. All right, Carver can go chill downstairs. I'm going to kill the Quill Marksman here. It's a decent play, I think. We get a Slay upstairs is nice. Branded Warrior chilling downstairs. We will pop Curse Boy. I'm then going to go Torch upstairs so I can Echo Transfer. Those are huge buffs, so that'll be nice. Alright, and then we get the Ritual, so top floor is chillin'. We vent downstairs. Honestly, seems pretty decent. The question I'm asking myself is, can I get this guy to a kill spot? I can if I vent here, and then I get a Slay out of it. It's not a bad call. Right? We can go ping, ping, vent, and then we get 9 swing here. I think that's pretty worthwhile. Yeah. We can always deal with this on another floor, right? I'm going to generate purples upstairs because I do want the Echo Transfer coming in. We're getting at least 1 Slay here, which is good. Might as well just vent middle, right? There's no reason to do anything else. So, just vent that. Fine. Sure. Great. As long as we're getting Slays in front, I don't really care. Cool. And in back, we're doing 1,000,000,000 damage. So we just kind of shoot down here, and we chill, and we vent bottom floor, and we do a fine amount of damage. We're obviously winning on top floor. Great. I'm feeling pretty decent about our current stance, our ability to survive here, so that's decent. Keep venting. All good. Sure, great. Rage, wonderful. Could I have gotten away with... what? Could I have gotten away with spikes? Maybe? I think so. I think I could have gotten away with it in hindsight with these upgrades, yeah. Tiresome Climb. That's one definitely good card that I'm going to take. Yes. Another Echoes of the Past. Force Contamination. I don't want Echoes of the Past number 2. I think we're good. We're already going to be at a deficit of Echoes to begin with. We'll skip this. Yeah, I could have taken that trial. So super could have gotten away with it. We'll go to the right here. Look at the Steel Shop. I have the money for a reroll, and there's money in the middle. I'll take the health as well. Multi-strike would be nice. Quick is honestly really good here, thanks in large part to Gurg's Goad, and the fact that I have 40 hit points. Quick is nice. This is going to be really good because it supports... it means I don't need Light's Gift or something like that. Yeah, and then once you buff this up, this is great. We're going to go ahead and take the Quick here. Now... I am going to grab the money in the middle, almost certainly. Let's drop a Train Steward. I'm going to think if it's going to be Carver here or not. I think we do spin this. If there's a multi, I take the money in the middle. There's not. Do I take the money in the middle anyway? Walking into another steel shop, I think so. We can chill at 50 here. I'm going, because I haven't done my infusion yet, which happens next floor, I'm going to use this opportunity to clear another Train Steward. Alright, 155, we'll get some cash here. Hold on to it? Do I buy a removal? I get what, 75 gold? If I get a trial, we get more. I'm going to chill on this. I don't think I need this other removal right now. Yeah, let's go. Cool, I'm feeling okay about this run. I think we've got a good setup here. It's Sycophants. Heaven's Seal is dicey, but I do have Vent. Vent will wreck this, and it's low shards-ish. I think we can take Heaven's Seal. I'm not that afraid of it. It's floor 2 that's always the scary one here, and go Prince up top. See, this is the problem. I can't actually play this Carver or this Branded Warrior here, but I did draft and hit Vent on turn 1, which is... how do I say, fantastic. So, great. Good job. Oh, actually, here's the deal. I just play the Branded Warrior and we chill. And then I Echoes of the Past upstairs and we just vent this out and it's fine. He lives anyway. Cool. Great work. Now, he might not live this turn and that will simply have to be okay. Sure. Sorry about it, bud. Goodbye, champ. We're going to greed for money because, of course, I am. And then we're going to vent out this floor. Because of course I am. Great. Now I have to just deal with this man. I'm going to play Carver middle because may as well. Let's get some stats. Damage up here. I'm going to work on torch on front guy downstairs. I'll then vent downstairs. Sure. Seems good. Great. Man lives. Fine. All good. I am going to Bounding Echoes up here. I'm going to generate echoes upstairs so I can buff my lad. Take some armor. Vent downstairs. Great. Sure. Remember, he's quick, which does swing this in a weird way, right? I think the plan is Tiresome Climb here, which does get that kill. I'm going to hold on to Vent, but I think I do want to generate the purple, so fine. Okay, now here, I do want Branding Right in the back here. Great. I'm going to, I think, just play Singular Vent and Chill here, although I think it's worth it to Hornbreak here and then Vent. Sure. Now, I would like to draw into... I was going to say, I'd like to draw into a damage card, please. So I think we are going to drop Vent here to improve the chance that I hit a Transfer or an Echoes of the Past. Yes, I think so. Cool. We're okay. It's close, all right? Look, it's very, very close, if I'm being honest with you. But we get it. Look, it goes so much smoother once I draw any kind of damage boost. Alright, cool. Now, things clean up a lot from this position, and we get a cool relic. Great. I'm glad I took that. Important work, no thanks. Impressive, Impish Scholar. No, I already kind of committed away from Imps on this run. We're good to go. Ambient Charge. Force Contamination's not bad. The problem you can immediately see is Purple Generation, but... it is a pretty good pickup. I should really take this card now that... you know what? Sure. I'd really like to see a Karuska on this run, if I'm being honest with you. We've got a ton of just random extracts. We're going to the right, because I would still like to see a multi-strike, and the removals are nice. Temple, this is easy. Spell Chain, that's a bummer. I was looking for a different one there, but that's fine. This is the Branded Warrior's opportunity. We want to get Slays because this generates Rage, which matters. And now is the moment when we cut Carver to guarantee our top floor setup. It's probably also the other Train Steward. Endless, no, spin it. Yikes. But again, remember, we took the multi-strike, so we're not in dire straits, right? This immediately is paying out the fact that I gambled on that Gurg's Goad. So, we're okay, I think. I'm okay. I'm still gonna look, right? There's really not a lot I want to get otherwise. Oh, but I missed the dupe. Ooh, that's a bummer. Do I have to just take something? Maybe. There's ways around this, right? I can go and dupe him without the last slot filled, and then maybe find a multi-strike on ring 8, and then put the other one, he can take a whatever. I think that's the way you do this, right? Dupe him early, right after we take space. Yeah, I think that's right. Spell Chain good for me in any way. It's a great example of something that works decently if I have other things helping me out. I do have a lot of options to hit a -2, right? So the problem is something like Spell Chain is fantastic in Tiresome Climb if I hit -2, but very difficult to play otherwise. Spell Chain also is very good on Echo Transfer, but then I have to connect the Bounding Echoes with it. There is an Intrinsic here, which is not bad. I could Intrinsic a Tiresome Climb, which is a decent opener. But then I'm relying on what? -2, and then maybe I don't know. It's a really difficult loadout, actually, if I'm being clear with you. It's a very difficult setup, because I really kind of want to see a Magic Shop on ring 8. -1s will help. my run, right? But unfortunately, and the dupe is over there too, right? So that's like strong. So if I go like intrinsic on Tiresome Climb here, and I do eventually see a -2, duping the Tiresome Climb is a good option. I think I actually should plan around just a random garbage upgrade here, give up on multi-strike. In fact, what if it's actually much better to use an Echo Stone? I mean, the downside, of course, is that I am removing my echoes, but this probably nets on average a little better than a Battlestone. I do like the Battlestone because it means I can actually use branding right on this thing and not threaten its existence too badly. So I think I'm going to go Battlestone here, and then the play is we dupe him on ring 8, we go to the magic shop, and then we can dupe like Tiresome Climb or something, which I think is going to be correct. So yeah, look at that, Battlestone committed. We're going to cut the other Train Steward here, get him out of there. Temple, I don't know if I want any of this stuff. Now, Tiresome Climb is an option. If I hit a -2, I'm going to be sad. I have a good chance of seeing one. If I hit a -2 and don't put it in Tiresome Climb, I'm going to be bummed out. I think I should put this in there, and if I have to take a -1 later, it's fine. This is essentially the same thing as like a double stack, but kind of bad. It's like a bad double stack that costs me pack shards. The big advantage is that it, guarantees it, right? The other disadvantage is that it double ascends, which might matter for Seraph or Ring 7 boss. Possibly Arcus. It does provide value on Arcus, though, because I can at least stack days into Relentless, which is nice. Yeah, alright, I'm going to do this. It's kind of bizarre, but it's actually really bizarre. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. I think we chill. Difficult decisions. I do think we're going to need some defensive support on Arcus. We're not going to do enough damage, I don't think. Right? I just don't think I am. What is he at? This is incant. There is an incant shard. So I think I might need to do this. You could also get away with just force contaminationing him into the ether and then do like 7,000 damage in a single hit. Super option, actually pretty decent. So that is fun. I'm going to take the Tiresome Climb. If I have to leave in copies of it for now, I think it's okay. I think we should address this. I'm going to not take Intrinsic right now. Our floor is durable enough to make it through this point, I think. And if I dupe it, it's fine. I haven't paid for any removals yet. I am going to a removal dupe, so I should pay for some removals. Now, what do you want to cut? Great question. Great question. All my cards are pretty decent. I'm just going to burn some torches, I think. I do have to be a little cautious about removing too many purple cards, but I think a couple torches can go, and that's fine, right? Yeah. It's a little dicey, but we're okay. Our plan is notionally to probably end up like 130 shards or something. We'll see. Depending on what we see from the temples and all that. Arcus, let's go. Okay. I think we best Arcus. I'm not too terribly worried about him. Thanks largely, I mean, Gurgsgoad's like saving the run right now, so look at me go. Just be smart about playing the game and it'll do better, right? You do really well when you play the game smart. It's a lot of Ember. I forgot I had that. I was like, what the heck is happening here? I do want to set up the kills here, so let's plan on this, right? Try to set up this front guy for death. Yeah, I think the play is genuinely Torch, and then Echoes of the Past top, and then I think it's worth it, by the way, to let enemies walk a little bit here. So let's hold over vent but not kill the floor. He's going to come upstairs. Is this my incant shard? It actually super is, which is okay, right? We get a really good floor here. Generates rage off this. There's no major reason to do that. Let's shoot downstairs. I'm going to hold on to vent, and then I'm going to finish. Right, I didn't have any echoes on the floor. That's okay. We're generating a lot of rage. I do need to be cautious about Prince's health. Right? Yeah, so you can kind of see the dilemma here. Alright, I wish for a purple card, but I think we really just have to hit vent here and chill, right? So generate the purple, and then hit vent. Yeah, okay, fine. And that lets me go echo transfer here. Good. Alright, we're generating a lot of rage. That's good. I am a fan of this. We are double killing here. So the big challenge, of course, then becomes how do I actually, like, win? How do I generate enough survivability to not lose? And I think the answer is going to come down to, oh, look at that. He actually gets a slay, which is really actually kind of great for me. My thought with process is basically I need to actually kill Arcus next. Ah, well, it is what it is, right? Hit that vent. Let's go. 91 damage, sure. We're generating a lot of rage. It's nice, and we're getting value out of Resonance Shard here, so that is truly beneficial here. I think my plan... Yikes. Honestly, not great. He is... Is he double killing somehow? Who's getting this kill, right? Oh, he generates the rage and then gets the kill. Right. I'm like, what's happening here? I see. I see. Generate purples upstairs. I'm going to vent. Middle? Top? Bottom? Middle hits the boss? I don't think so. Let's just generate that purple up top. It's fine. It's a lot of rage. We're generating a lot of damage here. Alright. So, the plan is branding right in front. Yes. Ritual of Battle in back. I'm going to hit him with the Tiresome Climb because it buys me a free turn in Relentless, right? That's literally all it's doing, and then we vent the boss. Okay. Whew, we get out. It isn't pretty, but we get out. And honestly, could have been worse, right? Yeah, we do a lot of damage here. This cleans up pretty quickly once we have a second rail beater doing the punches. So that's good. I'm going to take Alloy of the Ancients. Symphony of a Soul is actually very good. I'm generating rage and armor. Rage and armor is very good here. It kind of is survivability. I think I should take the Symphony. Give me Karuska video game, and I'm taking Light of Seraph for sure. I know what you're thinking. We could just throw away Prince, but why? It's good. He's fine. We're going to the right. Yes. Okay. Temple. How? We got it. -2. Whew. Run looks very good now. Now, Tiresome Climb is super awesome. Now, it's fantastic. Great job. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Very happy about that. Exceptional news. Brawler is not terrible here. He gets 35 health instead of 40 health. Okay. But he hits twice. Which could matter. It could maybe matter, right? Probably not, but it could. I definitely need to dupe this Tiresome Climb. There's no doubt in my mind that I need another copy of that. Wrathful 3 is maybe a little more durable, kind of. I think it's just Brawler. He benefits from the rage generated a lot better, and we have the Resonance Shard. I'm going to take the Brawler pivot here, yeah. 2 hits is really good on that. The removals are nice. It's good. I should cut non-purple cards. Let's cut one unupgraded Hornbreak here. Yes. And then... Shelter's not bad, right? Shelter's not bad. The question I have for myself is, do I drop an Echo Transfer? Having two of them is a little aggro. We haven't hit the Karuska yet. It's a little dicey. One is fine. Echoes of the Past is doing some good work. Ritualism, seed scaling here as well. So I think one cut on Echo Transfer is fine. I'm trying to counterbalance the purple generation versus the purple, you know, the other part of it, the purple usage. And currently we're using a lot. We could also redraw things, right? There's no reason to delay second Branded Warrior, I don't think. We're not seeing another Steel Shop. So I think bringing him in when I can have the space for him, right? I have the space for him right now. So I think this just adds so much more value than alternatives. Yeah, okay. Not Horned Warrior, but Rail Beater is in. I'm not going to take this Purge, and we're going to move on. This is good. I'm feeling decent about this after that -2, I think. Heaven Seal stands no chance thanks to Vent. This is Winged Horde. I think most of them are just going to pass away pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and hit that Bounding Echoes. It's Prince. It's Rail Beater. We're going to give him a buff there. I don't want to take 6 damage here. I think we just kind of chill on this. Alright, it's good. Alright, here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead and airdrop in Rail Beater 2 in the back. Reasons are I want the front one to generate me scaling. I'm going to ascend... Check it. I'm ascending the Collector for a Slay. I'm then going to ascend... We just kill this back guy, don't we? Like, completely? Yeah, 100%. Great. He goes pop, 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 pop. I want to get some damage in the back. It steals the Slay, but I do think it's still worth it. We get more rage generated this way, which is nice. We're going to be doing Branding Rights in the front. Good. Great. We're going to take a bunch of damage from Retaliation here, which is, I suppose, only so much can be done about it. Yeah, I want the Slays, though, is something we should always be considering here. They're very important. Alright, Symphony of a Soul is not online right now, and that is going to have to be okay. We are clearing the floor, however, so let's generate purples is the thing. So Symphony becomes online. Now I'm going to start working on these Wilt Wings. I want to stop them from overwhelming us. Right? The Wilt Wings cause me a lot of problems. We have like no survivability on this floor, but we do a truckload of damage. It's funny. Prince is not long for the world here, but that's okay. So here's what I'm playing on. I think I want to double ascend one of these Light Wings so that we can use it as a Slay. I'm actually kind of tempted to leave this floor alone entirely and we just shoot the Wilt Wings, right? If you shoot the Wilt Wings, we should slay the rest, no problem. I think that's actually a good call. Yeah, let's ascend Dark Wings up. That's good. It's another free slay. And then we just vent middle out, and that's fine. And we leave this copy in. And we're chilling. Cool. This floor we then leave alone. And yeah, the plan here is now to rage in front and then hit him with a Symphony of a Soul. And it's super over. I'm going to take the vent just so I can pop the guys in front of the boss. Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and hit with another Branding Right. We do want to try to generate purples up top if I can. Well, Echoes of the Past is better. Vent downstairs. Chill. I think we easy win this now. The guy's going to almost certainly die before he even gets a chance to do anything. So it's kind of a whatever, right? Yeah, here's an Echo Transfer. We've got it. I have no fear. Prince is not important here. Yeah, alright. If you want to have some real fun, we go ahead and Echo Break and then toss a Force Contamination at it, and I'm reasonably certain that's a turn 1 murder. Yeah, alright, cool. Thank you, Rail Beater. Exceptional work. We get 400 gold. I think we're in a good spot. I'm going to grab Alloy of the Ancients. This is a really good addition to my run. This is the 3rd Echoes of the Past they've shown me. A 2nd Ambient Charge. Total Recall. Absolutely not. Not a chance. We have some cash. We go left. This is where I dupe the Tiresome Climb. Feeling decent about that choice. We'll look at the temple. -2 would be, yeah, great, actually. -2 on Symphony of a Soul is the play here for sure. Worth it. Another Purge? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Railhammer. I mean... yeah? Yeah, right? It's 4 extra health on Rail Beater, which is cool. It helps Shelter. It supports Symphony of a Soul a little bit. We get a little more on Alloy. We get a little more on Branding Right. A little more on Prince. It adds up. I don't think it's a ton of value, but it adds up. Remove Consume. No, I don't think so. I think we want to just make things cheaper so that I can always use them, right? That's kind of the goal. I think I also want to make Echoes of the Past free here. This seems like a really impactful decision. +10. Could make Hornbreak hit 50. I don't know if I care. Let's spin the Relic Shop. Bog Slime. Could have moments. I think in case Divinity probably provides more value since we didn't see Karuska. It guarantees that in the worst of case, I only really need 1 less for these guys. It keeps 1 held over even if I use Echoes of the Past on it. I'm going to put a +10 in the Echo Break. Being able to push higher numbers there is valuable. Remove Consume? No, I'm going to re-roll you. We do see a double stack. You could do some silly things with Force Contamination. Just do a billion D damage to something, which is nice. It's probably worth it, if I'm being honest with you. I think so. Yeah, it's good. Now I can buy, I think, afford 2 removals here. So the question then becomes, what are your removals? Fair question. The dupe here is easy. We're always duping. Where is it? Tiresome Climb. We need another one of these. So I guess I am going to 155 shards. I need that, though, like, desperately. This is how we actually win the run. Now, removals here are valuable, I will admit. They're particularly valuable because of redraws, right? I want to redraw faster. Piercing 30 is pretty good. I like that. I think... what do you want to cut here? I think I kind of want to cut Echo Breaks. I'm just thinking about... I guess the Tiresome Climbs are doing a lot of work on Purple Generation now, right? Because they generate 2 each. I'm going to cut Echo Breaks, I think. It's tough, right? Karuska would have been great here. A lot of things would have been great. I think we're going to drop second Echo Break. We have enough Purple Generation here. 24 cards, drawing 6. Feeling okay about that. And I think we move on. We do have an opportunity to remove another card here. Difficult to say if I want to actually go even lower. I guess cut an Echo Break here is still fine. How badly do I need this Hornbreak? It's good card, right? 1 Ember for 30 is good. I think it provides enough value that I don't feel bad about this. I actually think Echo Break is generally worse. We'll purge it. I'll take that. 165 out of 100. This is a train of thought, so I don't feel bad. We're going on to Seraph. I don't think Seraph stands much of a chance, if I'm being clear. We'll have enough sap to beat him. Sap, days to beat him. And I think we'll be able to overwhelm the floor pretty confidently. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay. We generated some rage. That's helpful. I need to stay afloat is the thing. Put the Ritual of Battle in front. That's a big win. Put the Alloy in front. Great. Every slay is high value. This is a worthwhile Bounding Echoes hit. Yes, we get the branding right in front. It's good. Damage scaling is super worth it here. Keep that in mind. We want to do a lot of damage scaling. Every slay is huge. Yes, every slay is huge. I know it didn't do anything. I should have shot the boss. It's fine. Bring my man back up here. Yeah, alright. You saw me. You know what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and hit him with that Force Contamination angle. Get some daze stacking in. These slays are good. I'm going to go ahead and torch. I'm not doing the math. I honestly could vent this, I think, and do pretty respectable, but I think we're not going to. I'm going to vent bottom floor instead here. And we take some hits, but I get some slays out of it, and I'm okay with that, right? That feels pretty good. And then we can Horn Break here, and Echo Break here, and this should, yeah, lets me slay all of them. I can vent middle, which is good. Yeah, we get tons of rage generated there. Alright, fantastic. Feeling good about that. Doing 1,000 damage here, which is pretty much ideal, if I'm being clear. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the boss, I think. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go Symphony in front. I realize I do more damage to the boss symphonying back, but I think it provides a lot more value overall to put it in front. It doesn't actually swing this in a meaningful way, but I will vent this, right? And then I can put this bonus damage in back, and that bumps this number up. Yeah, I don't think Seraph stands much of a chance here. Divinity is probably looking pretty similar. I would love nothing more than to hit this guy with Force Contamination, so I will. And it's that simple. We vent just so I can Force Contamination him again, and top floor has held on. Great job. Now, I do genuinely believe we just double ascend here and put this man in the ground immediately. So, cool. Put the boss immediately in the ground. I don't think he even swings on us. No, he doesn't. Fantastic work. Cool. Punch, punch, mega punch. Great job. Alright, and I think Divinity should look similar, actually. The Force Contamination is a great hedge against the possibility of any risk from mini-bosses, but pretty much all I'm looking for is an early-ish draw of a tiresome climb, and we should be okay. Prince... Rail Beater is down. I'm going to go ahead, hit that torch. Hit that torch downstairs. We're going to shoot a dude. I'm going to play the vent. There's a serious argument for not playing vent so I draw faster. And I actually think I will skip vent this playthrough. Seems crazy, I know. Alright, first order of business. Bounding Echoes, drop that, I think. It's not actually a very good Bounding Echoes. It just hits branding right and Branded Warrior. Definitely playing Branded Warrior, buddy. For sure. I'm always playing this Branded right, which is important. I can keep Prince alive, which I think matters. I think it matters. We'll take the ritual here and chill. I'm going to go ahead and drop Echoes of the Past in front. I'll put it in back. I'll put it in front for now, and then chill. Okay, good turn. Good turn. Great. Whew, swings a lot when we don't have Prince passing away. Alright, looking good now. We do want to click every single one of these tiresome climbs here. Fantastic. I do want to put Echo Transfer in the back. Spread that out a bit. Prince gets some slays. Feel good about that. I am going to drop the Bounding Echoes here so I can play the... What is it called? That thing. That thing, which is the Alloy of the Ancients? Yes. Now, this is a good example of a turn where I think we do want to put Force Contamination in front, because it gets us... Yeah, it swings this in a big way. And we're going to pop Wilt Wings here and open up Conduit middle. Okay. We want to generate slays. Alright, the ritual is important here, I think. Great. We do want to play Tiresome Climb 1 and Tiresome Climb 2. This opens up Symphony of a Soul, which I think is unironically super important here. Hooray! This actually works out pretty well because it does mean that Prince generates some armor here, which I like. I also think I actually want to ascend Mr. Man here, because instead of pushing some damage onto the boss, we just simply kill a guy. Then we can daze the boss and we can chill. And from here, I want to invest in the guy I'm most likely to keep generating armor on. So this is pretty decent. And that opens up the mini-boss here, and we should be golden, right? Yes. Yes. Hornbreak. We're definitely venting bottom twice. I might actually Hornbreak middle and then vent bottom twice and not worry about top floor. Seems okay to me. We'll play the Shelter, just because it's 6 armor, and then I'm venting bottom to open up that a bit. We should be okay on scaling at this point. Not that afraid of it. I can't Branding Right Prince or he dies, so we Branding Right Middleman. That's pretty cool. I actually might vent up here. True. Seems actually pretty important to me, if I'm being real with you. I can get up to 290 in the front here, actually, pretty reasonably, right? That's true. There's a part of me that wants to ascend this front dude, because we actually get the Slay here, which is kind of cool. That's neat. And then I do want to... Let's not mess with this floor too much, I don't think. Yeah, let's not mess with this floor too much. I want to generate purples up here. If I can get you over... I get a plus... If I play 2 more, I get... What is that? 30? Plus 30 damage? I can actually get double slays here. 99, slay and push number. Which is... good, right? I think. I'm actually okay with this. I could also just go Force Contamination on Divinity, which I actually like this way more, right? Yeah, we do that. Then we play the Echoes. Then I simply vent. And then we push, like, yeah, 1,500 damage through. That's much better. That's a significantly improved turn. Looks like this back guy actually swings on me, which is kind of unlikely, but I suppose happened. Why is that happening? 333, pop, pop, should kill 2, and then pop, pop. Oh, he's dying. It's because of the Wilt Wings revenge. Got it. I was like, what's happening? This guy's definitely getting that kill. But, yeah, I see what's going on. Let's just generate purples here, I think. Nothing too fancy. We're generating rage by letting them get hit, but I could also just push, like, 500 damage to the boss. How do I feel about that? I don't know. It's an interesting question. What do I prefer here? Well... generating rage seems important. Let's go ahead and vent middle, then. Yeah, sure. I don't think it really matters. I think, genuinely speaking, we win no matter what, but whatever. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and go ping here. I'm going to go ahead and hit that Symphony on middle. This guy now officially crushes the world. Yes. He has enough armor and enough speed and power to win. We're going to end with a vent downstairs 10 times out of 10. So that's not really a concern. I'm actually going to pop one of these guys on bottom. And I'm going to double vent middle, actually. I don't know why. I guess I know I'm going to vent bottom floor. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Cool. We push 1 billion damage. Middle guy wins no matter what happens elsewhere. Actually, wow. We actually just super crush no matter what, in fact. Wonderful work. Here you go, Prince. You deserve this. And then we'll just deal with 1 million damage here and end on a vent and chill. Cool. Great work. Easy. All right, we got it. That was a pretty good run. I'm feeling decent about it. There was, some dicey parts. I think that first initial decision is without a doubt the most important part of the run. The run is decided by ring 1. And that is an important note, right? I think there are some genuine discussion points about that opener, but the one thing I will always say, and this I think is still accurate as of that guide I put up ages ago about multi-strike. You take multi-strike when you see it, right? You don't get the choice at some points. There are some things you just need to take when they're shown to you and deal with it, right? Multi-strike is one of them. And in this particular instance, look at my rail beater. My man has no multi-strike on him. I missed on all the shops. I took a quick somewhere and I have a battle stone in him. This run looks dire if I don't have Gurg's Goad. As soon as it showed it to me, I humored Forever Flame because I do think there are some genuine huge value options there. But all of those huge value options you see are reliant on seeing a multi-strike in a shop. And what if you don't, right? What if you don't see that multi-strike in a shop? You just lose or your run becomes doomed and you look back on this decision like a lunatic. So I ultimately was like, you know what? You take multi-strike when you see it. We're going to grab it. We'll make it work. And if it ends up being useful and useless rather, and we find tons of multi-strike in shops for Wurmkin units, yeah, well, you know what? Fair enough. We still win the run by just high rolling elsewhere. It's fine. But the Gurg's Goad was super mission critical here. This is absolute core to the run. Take multi-strike when you see it. It's 100% the lesson learned here. Now, I'm not going to name the episode that because I think it kind of gives it away a little bit. But I have a spicier idea for a name, so that'll be fine. Other callouts, that vent ended up showing it. Remember when I said that this could be the way it pays out on ring 1? And it did. I drafted vent. I saw a plus 30 in the temple, and there was a holdover in the shop. So, hey, thanks, Monster Train. In a lot of combats, I did actually hold off on this, or used it mostly to soften heavies, because I wanted Railbeater to slay for rage. The Branded Warrior pickup ended up being useful. We were generating enough rage, and more importantly, Railbeater's strike apply melee weakness was magnifying the impact of the rage. Also, Resonant Shard's awesome. Thank you. This added uncountable amounts of damage to my run. Sure, great, wonderful work. The random ritual, glad I took it when I did. Fantastic work. Symphony of a Soul, easy kill unit, love that. This was really high value. The -2 on Tiresome Climb was great. I also think some really good shout out to my planning on the, ring 7 angle. As of ring 6, I had decided how the rest of my run was going to generate and propagate node-wise. And I think that was really, really, really important. So, pretty cool stuff there. Very pleased by how that turned out. Random branding right ended up being good too. Rest of this cleaned up pretty well. Not much else to add other than that. And honestly, wing clippings did fine. I'm not mad about this. It's not, the best relic on the board, but it's fine. So it did a good job. Whew, all right, and that brings me up to, what the heck am I at right now? I think I'm up at 260 wins on the series. Fantastic work. I guess I'm going to let y'all go there, so hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.